YouTube channel right here, youtube.com/c/John Vandeveer. You'll be able to get the whole screen. Definitely recommend that. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the interview stack, interview prep stack. This tool is a work in progress, open source tool. It's actually a collection of tools. And I think the centerpiece is the open source curriculum right here. It laterally slides. I want to find a way to kind of like pin this. So I'm going to fiddle around with TikTok for maybe 30 seconds and try and see if I can get that text to stick on screen. Oh, here's stickers. Ask me anything. Let's see. Follow me. Can I edit what that says? Oh, I guess I can't edit the text on that. Okay, let's see if I can find a different one. Whoa, what is that? Those are not super useful, huh? Okay, probably next time. Can I move the size of this? Nope. Yeah, none of these filters are really useful. Oof, feels bad. Let me try one more. AMA. Yeah, I can't change the text on it. Okay. So I'll just have to like do verbal reminders that YouTube and Twitch are the better places to be because you can see the whole screen. I used to have a wide angle lens for my iPhone and it broke, so that sucks. All right, let's dive in. So the scenario is this. You are my beloved audience, right? And you're checking out my TikToks. You're like, dude, you keep talking about this laterally thing. What the fuck is that? And how do I learn to code? If you haven't heard about the laterally thing, it's how you learn to code. So I think people should like try out learning to code. I realize it's not for everybody, but I think it is for a lot of people. Thank you. See you on Twitch. Yeah, for sure. It's John Vandeveer on Twitch, and it's John Vandeveer on YouTube. Also my Twitter, John Vandeveer. Same as my TikTok handle. Yeah, coding is not for everybody, but I think what happens is we self-stigmatize, and also our culture stigmatizes us, and our culture is telling us like you have to be super smart, you have to be nerdy, you have to be good at math, all this garbage. What's up, Katie? Thanks for the sub. Hopefully that message reaches you. I see you in the chat over there. So like, and also school. I think school teaches it terribly. So I had a course in. I honestly don't remember. I think it was in high school, not college. And it was terrible. It was like, this sucks. It's like, why would I want to do this professionally? Later, I ran into a situation where I needed to code. Basically, it was like Excel nightmare. And I had like over 10,000 rows I need to mess with. Or, like I got to mess with these all by hand. Or I can figure out how to write like a basic for loop. And do it kind of automatically with Visual Basic scripting. So that's one of the ways that I got into coding. Also WordPress blogging. Anyway, so this is Coding Bootcamp Alternative. Right now I'm really focused on benefiting juniors and those trying to learn to code. If you're not junior, if you're mid or senior and you're just trying to grow your career, I'll be adding curriculum for that later. It's not there yet. It's still in my head. There's like a bandwidth problem where I only have so many hours a week, and so I can only like put so much of this into the content. But basically, these are the two things right now. There was plans for a paid tier, but I think I'm gonna just make it all free because I don't know, because I feel like it. So these are the two options right now. You can sign up for a free tier, and so let's do that. Let's pretend I'm you. You can also do the consultation. If you're like, dude, I need to expedite this situation, then you can set up a call with me. But most people, I think the free tier is going to be great. So I've got this incognito window, so I think I should be able to, because my other one is like an admin. So you just sign up for free, enroll now. I've already enrolled, but it would tell you to enroll here, log in, already have an account, log in. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh no, is my password wrong? Oops. Okay, that's awkward. Let me reset my password. And it will give you a link. If you go through this way, you're going to sign up, whatever, and it'll eventually tell you about this GitHub thing. If you don't know about it from other, from other places. So this is like a slideshow. View the slideshow here. Click that. Boom. This is literally the curriculum, and it's open source. So if there's ever like something like goofy here, you can just tell me and I'll fix it, or you can fix it. And this is like a great way that you can contribute to open source. I recommend this over Free Code Camp, and Free Code Camp is like my favorite. So I think some people think I kind of trash Free Code Camp. That's not the point at all. I consider them the gold standard. I consider them like the bar to beat, if you will. So that's why I mentioned that I compare this to Free Code Camp, because if this didn't exist, I would just be sending people to Free Code Camp. You see what I mean? Like, I think Free Code Camp is like the open source, free, like best in industry, kind of like gold standard. Thanks, Lawrence. Good to see you here. And my reset password thing never showed up. What's going on? So this one, I'll just show you like this. I'm logged in as an admin, so it's going to look a little different for you, but that's okay. I just want to show you what the thing looks like. So this is the basic. This is the free tier, and I'm working on the basic course. Like I said, I think I'm just going to make it free. That's not public currently. Curriculum. Yeah, so it's just one page, and here's the preview. So this is basically what it'll look like for you. Again, encourage you to go check out the YouTube or the Twitch. Here's the YouTube. See John Vanderveer. And you can see the whole screen. You'll be able to see it better if you go over there. But basically, there's a YouTube video and then 5 bullet points. And you can see right here, this is the one that tells you about the entire Laterally curriculum is open source, and you can view it here on GitHub. You can click that. It'll open a new tab. And you can just go to the curriculum directly yourself if you don't want to bother about the this whole thing. So this curriculum has a lot of stuff in it. It basically, here, this is kind of the highlights of what it teaches you. This is like the table of contents. So it will teach you basic technical skills. What does that mean? This is talking about Git, like version control, GitHub. I teach that really early because you want to make your portfolio look good. So you want to start committing to GitHub. We're on GitHub right now. This whole website is called GitHub. So you want to start making contributions to GitHub as early as possible. It's going to prove your work experience. This counts as experience. I think a lot of people don't realize, they say, man, these junior roles want years of experience. Where am I going to get this experience? Well, you can contribute to open source. That counts as coding experience. You don't need to be hired. It's not really a chicken and egg that it sounds like. What is your channel name again on YouTube? Here it is. See John Vanderveer, and it's the same on Twitter, on Twitch, on TikTok. John Vanderveer. I know it's not the easiest name to spell. That's one of the reasons that I started using the brand Latterly. It's just because it's easier to spell. And to pronounce. I have people pronouncing my last name wrong all the time. Anyway, so you learned basic technical skills like Git and GitHub, and a little bit of command line. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. That's the meat and potatoes. This is what's basically going to land you the job. There's some advanced optional tech skills. And then here's some important stuff that I think is important. Like, I know it's important. Like, I've done research on this and I've measured it. Like, employers really think this is important. It's soft skills. You go to Free Code Camp, they're not telling you about soft skills in the curriculum. Job search. How do you do a proper job search? How to optimize your resume, follow up with companies after you apply, follow up socially. And then this is like just a bunch of bullshit, basically. This is not really important stuff. The whole part 3 is non-curriculum content. I would say if you're already an experienced developer and if you would like to contribute to the curriculum, that's totally welcome. Also, I have one curriculum right now, and that's intentional. I don't like to confuse juniors. Juniors are like, what should I do? You give them like 10 options, it's like overwhelming. But if somebody wanted to create, say, a PHP curriculum or a C# or a Java curriculum, I would accept it. I would not put it as the like first choice, but I would still welcome that. Okay, so that is what's here in this open source Latterly slides. Yeah, and hopefully over time it gets better and it stays current. That's one of the benefits of this open source model. Now, there's a section in here somewhere, resources. You see this? There's 2 really important ones. Ooh, there's a funky indentation there. I need to take a look at that. Community resources and external resources. Whenever I talk about the interview prep stack, I'm talking about 3 things. One is this whole Latterly curriculum and the content of that curriculum. And then 2 is the community resources and the external resources. And I need to make some updates. In fact, I think here on this stream, I'm going to make a couple updates. There is a new tool, devcrew. Let's see if I can find this. The devcrew is literally a community, y'all. Hashtag devcrew on TikTok. This is not my repository. This is another member of the devcrew created this. And this is going to be become part of the interview prep stack that I recommend, because this is a tool, this repository in front of us is a tool that you can use to help you land a job and to help you learn and to help you mentor and grow even after you have your first job. So the main thing here is the CSV spreadsheet of contact information. So these people are devcrew. This is not the only people in devcrew, but it's a lot of us. So you can see TikTok, Twitch, GitHub, Twitter. So literally, if you need a mentor, like, you should be able to find someone. Like, reach out to these people, bother us. I guarantee you, we want you to bother us. We want you to ping us and DM us on Twitter and comment on our TikToks. So these are kind of like the devcrew leaders or influencers, if you will. Content creators, but there's also like your peers in the audience that are learning alongside you. There's not like a devcrew Discord. So what I recommend is the Latterly Discord. Latterly does have a Discord. Join the Latterly Discord. I need to reorder these. Previously, the first thing was like, hey, reach out to me if you need help. And I prioritized saying that, like, I'll help anyone. It's kind of backfired in a way. It's backfired for 2 reasons. First of all, a ton of people are reaching out to me and I don't have time. And second of all, it looks like I'm trying to make this about me, which is not like the message I want to communicate anyway. The idea was to help people, not to like make it about me. So this is still a thing. You can DM me at any time. but I'm going to move that to like the fourth or fifth thing. Let me know in the chat, let me know what you think I should prioritize. Should I put up top the curriculum, or should I put up top the social communities? I currently plan to put the curriculum up top, and then do the Latterly Discord, and then do the devcrew community, which is like a secondary community, as well as Free Code Camp. And then have my weekly streams and my Twitter at the bottom as resources as well. Okay, so we've covered the curriculum, we've covered the course, we have covered how to find a person if you need a person that's going to help you individually. There's a couple more things. One is Starboi and Rockstarboi. These are anecdote organizers. These are more tools. That's why it's called a interview prep stack. What do we mean by stack? We mean a collection of technologies, technical projects that you use together that are going to benefit you. Literally technologies and tools, and like GitHub repositories. So one of these is called Starboi. Do I have this deployed currently? GH pages. Access it here. Cool. Okay. So this is the Starboi Anecdote Organizer. Again, I encourage you to visit the YouTube. Here's my YouTube. You can get a good picture of the whole screen. If you want to go to Twitch, my Twitch username is the same, John Vanderveer. And I can see some of y'all are coming over there. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. I got eyes on all the multiple chat windows. Jeez, I feel like I'm such a terrible streamer. And thank you for the likes. It looks like we're almost up to 400. That's really cool. So, Starboi Anecdote Organizer. It's a basic tool. This is how it looks now, but expect it to improve over time. And you, as the audience, totally have the ability to help me prioritize this stuff. If you're like, John, the Anecdote Organizer, that's what needs some TLC. I'll prioritize that. If you're like, John, the Latterly curriculum, that's what needs the TLC. Or the ability to find a mentor, that's what needs more attention. Let me know. So this thing, it's pretty straightforward. You have these, it follows the STAR method. You can learn what is the STAR method. Just click it right here. Bam, opens in a new tab. This is the Amazon.jobs website. So there's a lot of people that will tell you what the STAR method is, but I'm teaching about the STAR method with an eye specifically toward landing tier 1 jobs. That means Google, Meta, Amazon, Airbnb, Uber. It's not just FANG, but it's tier 1, big N. You can check levels.fyi. These will be where your big tech companies are listed. Sometimes it's just called big tech. So Databricks, Instacart. I don't know if I'd recommend you work at Robinhood. I don't know about that. Maybe skip that one. Snowflake is really cool. Zillow. So for certainly for senior levels, and then sometimes at the mid-level, and then I think usually, I don't know. I don't know so much about the junior level. I'm still studying that. I never actually applied as a junior. Where would you find a list of tier 2? Hey, Lawrence, there is no list of tier 2. Tier 2 is like not tier 1. That's like what it means. Now, there's debate around that because some people might call that tier 3. I did a TikTok on this with some opinions, but it basically different people define it different ways. So a lot of people would say that Capital One is a tier 2 company, for example. I think it's just opinion, really. So Capital One is on levels.fyi. Let's show them. Capital One. Their compensation is not competitive with Google. So one way to define a tier 2 company is to say that it's a recognized brand as opposed to a no-name company. So a no-name company, something that has no established brand, that's going to be tier 3 for sure. A tier 2 company might have an established brand, but they're just not competitive with Google, basically. It at tier 2. So here you can see a senior engineer at Google has TC around 360, and a senior engineer at Capital One has TC around 150. You see how there's just like no competition. Like, it's like more than double. Google is like more than doubling. In fact, they will typically down level you. So if you are currently a senior at Capital One and you land a job at Google, you will not land a senior job. They will down level you to L3 or L4, depending on your years of experience. That's another sign that you are in a tier 2 company, is that you cannot move evenly to Google. You are down leveled. And it's not Google specifically, it is the Fortune 50 companies, if you want to be more technical. So this would be Google, Amazon, Facebook/Meta, Microsoft. The Fortune 50 tech companies are tier 1. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. Okay, so star method. What is the star method? S is for situation. Let's see if I can find this. Situation. Well, I don't need to find it because it's right here on Starboi. STAR. Why is there employer and why is there obstacle? I messed up the acronym. Not really. So Facebook uses the SOAR method: situation, obstacle, action, result. So this supports both of them. So that's why it's SOTAR, because you can make SOAR or STAR. Fortune 50 that are also tech sector, that is. Correct. Correct. Yeah, so I think Bank of America is Fortune 50, but they are not a tech company. I wonder if maybe they're not. Are they rank 1? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm reading this right, but is Bank of America, are they the Fortune 1? So I think they would be a great example of somebody that is that's a Fortune 50 company that's not a tech company, would be Bank of America. Okay, so here is the top 10 in 2021. We got Walmart. Walmart's interesting. Walmart itself is not a tech company, but they have Walmart Labs that is tier 1. Walmart Labs by itself is tier 1. Amazon, Apple, CVS, there you go. Right, CVS is not a tech company. And then you kind of got to get all the way down to Alphabet before you find a tech company again. Okay, cool. That was fun. So situation, task, action, result. So this is an example. Employer kind of falls under situation. It's like, where were you? What was going on? What was the context? Part of that is your employer, but I call the employer out specifically because the person who's trying to remember the story, like me, if I'm telling the story, it's useful for me to start with that as like a separate fact. It's like, oh, back when I worked at IBM. Maybe that's my personal preference. I don't know. Let me know if that's dumb. It's kind of repeated here anyway, right? It's almost like I could delete this because it's repeated in the situation anyway. So Chandler was working at IBM on a project related to measuring ocean depth. That was the situation. What was the obstacle? That would be if we're going in Facebook. Facebook wants you to call the obstacle out specifically in the SOAR method, SOAR method, SOAR. Facebook's kind of unique about that. Like Amazon, Google, they'll go for STAR, where you talk about the task. But they're very similar, and I think it's actually helpful to think about both. So a coworker maliciously added incorrect data to an Excel file. That would be an obstacle. You could literally take that and reframe it as a task. I had a task to correct incorrect data which had been added into an Excel file. So tasks and obstacles are like intrinsically related. If you think about like why are you building software? You're trying to solve a problem. So any project, there will be tasks, but those tasks should always tie back to solving an obstacle. So they're inherently related. Anyway, whether it's obstacle or task, what did you do to fix it? That's the action. And then what was the result? And the call out for result, you want a it needs to make you look good, basically. Now, it's true that not all stories have a positive result, and the idea here is not to lie, but the idea is that those are probably not the stories that you want to bring up at interview time. Hey, can you close the door? Um, and here's another thing. You see that 129? Try to get metrics for your result. As someone who has seen the hiring guidelines and rubrics at these companies, if you can have concrete numbers, that's way better. That's way better than if you just say like the result was the client was happy. The question is how do you know the client was happy? You should do something like a customer satisfaction survey. You should measure it, prove it, or they demonstrated they were happy because they bought more of the product, something like that. Cool. So this is the Starboi Anecdote Organizer. There's another tool called Rockstarboi. And at this point, I would recommend that you don't use it. And I think I might deprecate it. So the point, oh, someone forked this? It looks like someone forked it, but I can't see who. That's kind of weird. The point of Rockstarboi is that it is a full stack application with a remote database so that it can be, you can like save in the cloud, basically. Like kind of like a normal application where you log in and you save. There's like a server somewhere where they save it. And that's in contrast to Starboi, which is totally on your own computer. And this one, if you save it by exporting, you save it by saving a file locally on your computer. You see the difference there? So Starboi is technically a client-side application. It's not a full-stack application. And originally, I saw this as deficiency, and I said, this is a great toy, but let's make Rockstarboi, which is like the really cool one, and host it somewhere and turn it into like a whole service. But I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think it's overkill. And in order for that to work, you accrue costs like hosting costs and stuff like this. So I would end up having to charge for it. And at least currently, I don't think that is worth it. Like if I was in the consumer's shoes, I wouldn't want to pay for it. So I would just skip it. So I think the better approach for now is just use Starboi. And it's totally free. And yeah, just keep track of the save file on your own computer and you'll be fine. I think that's the best approach for now. All right, cool. So let's bring up a notepad.js.org and open up some white space and summarize. Let's see what we've talked about so far. Interview, prep, tech, stack. All right, we talked about latterly.io. We talked about the open source curriculum. We talked about the Starboi, which I'll say is recommended for now. And then we talked about Rockstarboi, which I'll say is currently deprecated. We talked about devcrew, like finding a mentor in devcrew. I guess open source is supposed to have a dash. And then here we did call out community resources like Latterly Discord. and external resources, which I need to talk a little more about that because there are some more good external resources that are going to help you. Hey, Lawrence, if you want to go live, let me know. Maybe that's just TikTok, but it keeps asking me to invite you to go live. I think it's TikTok is trying to make something happen. I think this is pretty much it. Let me chill for 10 seconds and see if there was anything else that I know I need to talk more about the external resources, but I would really like there to be 5 things in the list just because that feels cool. There is a 5th thing, but it doesn't exist yet, but I need to do this, and that is the basically algo prep tool. Chrome extension. Yeah, hey, tune in tomorrow. I'll start coding this tomorrow. So I will show you. Technically, I'm not supposed to do this. So I could get kicked off of Algo Expert for this. But here's my point to the Algo Expert people. If you're watching this, I'm not disclosing the content of your questions. I just want to show the intent of a product that I'm going to create, which is to help you go through ones that you've already completed. So these are Algo Expert questions. They're basically like LeetCode, but I think in some ways they're better. If you look at their ability to pick, you can pick random, and they have some filters. Let's see. But let me see if this is going to work. Because what I would like to do is only work on easies and mediums / ones that I've already done. Yeah, so you see the problem here. If I put it down to ones that I've already done, that's these green dots, it's letting me do easy, medium, hard, or very hard. I don't want to do the very hard. Like, I really don't even want to do the hard ones. I just want to like practice these over and over until they become super easy. Let's see, group by category. Yeah, so basically this pick random feature I think is deficient. So I want to make a Chrome tool that it can pick the right one for you, basically. It's like an enhanced pick random for Algo Expert. Where did my notepad go? But I also want it to work with LeetCode. Yeah, those are the 2 that I recommend, Algo Expert and LeetCode. I'm chomping meat. What does that mean? Like you're so stoked for the tool to be ready? Here is another what is that called? I need to check my email. There's one more algo prep tool that I got today. No, this is not it. All right, these are cool, right? These are some, here, let's go back. These are some of the external resources. Interviewing.io is great. Interview Cake, yeah, I really like those 2. Grokking the coding interview, like, I'm not a big fan of it. I know a bunch of people plug it, but I hate reading, so. And then I haven't read through the Google Tech Dev Guide. But these are some of the external resources that I do recommend. There was something else. There was something else that's really cool. Let me see. Give me another second. Um, 14 patterns, LeetCode. I feel like this guy's name was Jeremy. I don't know if that's right. No. Okay. Anyway, I'll find it. I don't need to waste your time here. Um, there's a tool. There's a tool, and that's one thing that I want to include in this stack. It's an external resource. The LeetCode patterns tool. It's not just the 14 patterns article. There's like an actual tool that maps problems to their pattern, and so it helps you just kind of at a high level kind of study. Ooh, flashcards would be good. Flashcards. Cool. So I think that's basically it. Anyway, I will be updating this Latterly curriculum. I update it all the time, but I will be updating it with that tool when I find it. So keep an eye on the external resources section. You can, here in the top right, watch it. You can watch it and start it, and then on your GitHub, it'll tell you when the tool is updated. Cool. And so then the last thing that I'll mention are these external resources right here. These are not just for interview prep. These are also for learning to code, and they're also for hosting. So you can host a portfolio for free. Yeah. So this is where I will put that tool whenever I can remember what it's called. I don't remember. And that's it. Thanks for joining me. That is the interview tech prep stack. Interview prep tech stack. Did I say that right? So if you just remember one thing, you can remember latterly.io, enroll in the free tier, and it will tell you about everything else. But it really centers on this open source curriculum. So that's it. What's up, Whit? What's up, Whittington? If anyone has any questions, hit me with that. I'm basically done with this spiel. I'm not going to wrap up the stream because I am going to update the curriculum right now, basically. Cool. So I don't see any questions. So I will. I want to find that. Yeah, I'll go find that thing. Somebody messaged it to me earlier today, so I'm literally going to go through my own comments right now. Jojo, you're making me sad. I can't scroll down. Can't scroll down really far on my comments on the browser, I guess. Let's see, do I remember what video was commented on? I really don't. Oh, I think it was one of my LeetCode ones here. I'm going to mute this because that's really loud.
Ben, thank you so much for this comment. Raises a bunch of interesting points. So what even is... So the thing with... So I actually just interviewed at Google earlier this week. Mohi, thanks for the comment. I'll give it my best shot. Y'all should go follow Mohi. Part 2, my Google tech screen. Part 1, pinned in the comments. So we log an event. The question is, do you exceed...
I'm not changing the way I dress. I refuse to...
Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks for the comment. So behavioral interviews are a well-defined structural... Whiskers Ninja, thanks for the question. So the answer is pretty sure. It seems like everyone is pushing. So part 3, how important is LeetCode code for job search prep? So you're trying to get a job as a software engineer. Here's a crash course to learn basic data structures and algorithms in under 2 weeks. This is targeted at those applying for junior software engineering roles. It can get your feet wet if you are a senior who's just never done algorithms, but it will be devcrew community update. Here's a crash course to learn basic devcrew community update. Thank you so much for this comment. Follow me if you want to learn to code.
Universe, where can I focus my energy?
If you think you tested
I didn't been block to block and Crocs.
Jojo, you're making me sad. This is a really great question, and so I haven't gotten whether you're a senior in the industry or some of y'all still.
Hey, tech folks.
Hey, Mohi, thanks for the comment. Mohi, thanks again, dude. You're a rock star. Everyone who's in the audience, please follow Mohi. He knows what he... So thanks for the comment.
The older generation on
Administrative Bit asks, what is the best way for an optimal job search?
I thought it was on one of those.
Thanks for the information on where you're...
No disrespect to Dave Ramsey, but
Let's see. This was a new resource. I want to reword the free page. Let's do that now. Okay, so let's see the Laterally curriculum is open source, and you can view it here on GitHub. Put that up top. Can I indent this? Boom. Nope. Yeah, that indent didn't work. Yeah, so I want to prioritize the Laterally curriculum and the Laterally Discord. So the Laterally curriculum is open source. View it here on GitHub. I'm just going to leave it at that. Join the Laterally Discord. You should have received an invite. Cool. Oh, that was the endorsed. Yeah. The endorsed communities is one thing that I want to do right now. In addition to the Latterly Discord social community, utilize devcrew, influencers, and the other endorsed social communities. Okay. You should have received an invite when you signed up. If not, send John to Twitter DM. In addition to the Latterly social Discord, yeah, I think that's fine. So I will add a document on how to do that. So I think 4 bullets is better. Watch weekly live. Watch, yeah. It's more than watch. It's like participate in. Participate in weekly live streams. Participate in the weekly Latterly live streams on John's YouTube channel. That's just the YouTube link. So it's every Saturday at 7 p.m. Cool, so this looks good. Let's update this. So I'm going to point to a README file that doesn't currently exist, but we're going to make it. Cool. In addition to the Latterly Discord social community, utilize devcrew influencers and these other endorsed social communities. I'm going to rephrase that. Utilize, in addition to the Latterly Discord social community, utilize other endorsed social communities like devcrew and free code camp. Cool. And so I will call this endorsed social communities. Awesome. So let's make this file now. Okay, already up to date.
protein cookie. It's hot, so just take the spoon.
Okay.
Nibble on it as you please.
Ooh, peanut butter chocolate. Endorsed communities are groups of people that Latterly officially recommends. If you, yeah. Endorsed communities are groups of people that Latterly officially, did I spell officially correctly? Cool. We'll just leave it at that for now. Devcrew influencers. Let's see, should I organize this as a list? Yeah. For some such communities, this document also provides guidelines on when and how to engage such communities. Okay, cool. So devcrew influencers is an important one right here. Oh, Rafal. Did Rafal turn up? Let's start with, yeah, devcrew influencers. What makes more sense, to start with the devcrew community or the devcrew influencers? Let's start with the devcrew community. The devcrew community is a social network largely located on TikTok. This community is a niche within the broader TikTok community and substantially overlaps with the community is a niche within the broader TikTok community. How is this looking right now if I preview it? Preview. Oh, it looked kind of terrible, huh? It's a little better, I guess. If I make it a list, does it look better? Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, the devcrew community is a social network largely located on TikTok. The community is a niche within the broader TikTok community. Engage this community by consuming content, consuming or producing content using the devcrew using hashtag devcrew. Substantial or like consuming or producing content using hashtag devcrew. Yeah. Consider viewing like some of the top viewed videos on the hashtag are humorous in nature. For more technical content, consider scrolling down. Consider scrolling down through at least the 100th video mark. Okay. Leaving comments for, okay. Follow creators that use the hashtag and leave them questions as a way to get free mentorship and as a way to get free mentorship and participate. Cool. So I think, oh, why did that weird indentation just popped up? Okay, that's better. So I think that, over 1,000 likes. Thank you all so much. I think that is good tips for the devcrew community. Devcrew community is a social network largely located in TikTok. The community is a niche within the broader tech community. Engage this community by consuming or producing content using hashtag devcrew. I guess they're all tips, so saying tip isn't really smart because they're all tips. Endorsed communities are groups of people that Latterly officially recommends. Yeah, and next is the devcrew influencers. Devcrew influencers are substantial content creators within the devcrew community. Okay, so this repository contains contact, so like so what? Devcrew influencers are often happy. I don't want to guarantee, right? But devcrew influencers are often happy to provide mentorship and help. Devcrew influencers are often happy to provide mentorship and help with. Oh yeah, I guess it's worth mentioning that it has a focus on coding. Is a community with a social network largely located on TikTok, and this community emphasizes content related to software development. Cool. Devcrew influencers are often happy to provide mentorship and like help people out. provide mentorship, help with networking, and answer technical questions. A large amount of public contact information for devcrew influencers is available here. A large amount of public contact information for many devcrew influencers is available here. Okay, so here's where that devcrew thing becomes nifty. Okay, is available here. Nice. So we have the devcrew community, we have devcrew influencers, we have the free code camp community. Latterly and devcrew are both similar in spirit to free code camp. Latterly and devcrew are both similar in spirit to free code camp. All of these communities share a mission to help make software and the tech industry accessible to all. All of these communities share a mission to help make software and the tech industry accessible to all. Free Code Camp is a large community, but here are Free Code Camp is a large community. Here are a few key entry points. Does entry points have a space in it? Entry points? I feel like it's entry points, huh? Here are a few key resources. Here are a few key doors into that community. Here are a few key, how the fuck do you say this? Here are a few key resources from the community, and here are a few key entry points into the community, and a few key resources they provide. I guess I can just say and a few key twice. I was trying to dedupe that, and it was just too hard because I'm dumb. Here are a few key, what are you doing? I am writing about endorsed communities. So this stream was originally about the interview prep stack that Latterly has. And one part of that is the this curriculum. And so like I'm basically done with the soapbox about interview prep. And so now I'm just improving the curriculum. There's like some weird spacing issue over here. Overview, post-hire. Yeah, it's because of that thing. What is this a to-do? Cool. I think that's better. Are on HTML. Like I'm not doing anything with HTML right now. The curriculum covers HTML. Do you have a specific question? So if you go over here, there's an HTML section, but I think it might be to do. Like I think it might not be. I think it might not be written yet. Yeah, it says to do. So there's some TikToks there about HTML if you want to check that out. If you have a specific question, let me know. Cool. So we already got this. Latterly and devcrew are both similar in spirit to Free Code Camp. All of these communities share a mission to help make software in the tech industry accessible to all. Free Code Camp is a large community. Here are a few key resources. Here are a few key entry points into that community. freecodecamp.org, the homepage. Let's see. freecodecamp.org for the win. Okay. Another one is the YouTube. Yeah, it's amazing the homepage doesn't even talk about the YouTube. So here's the Free Code Camp. I think those are like the two big ones that I want to highlight. Let's preview that. Okay, so we have this endorsed community, devcrew, influencers, Free Code Camp community. And then I do want to do like girls who code, blacks in tech, Hispanics in tech. Is that, I think that's a thing, Christians in tech. I think these, oh, and then also devcrew, influencer, like, yeah, influencer run communities. Okay. Close that. Is it called Hispanics in Tech? Hispanics in Tech? I don't remember. Latinx talent. It's kind of annoying that they, man, it's kind of annoying when they use the word Latinx. Hispanics don't even like that word in general. But I think this is the right organization. Oh no, this is a business group in Capital One. I don't think that's right anymore. Here's Latinas in Tech. That's an actual word that Spanish, like Latinas, actually use. I feel like a lot more Latinos would call themselves Latina than call themselves Latinx. I do want to talk about Girls Who Code. I really like Girls Who Code. I'm not familiar with Latinas in Tech. So if I'm already talking about Girls Who Code, and then I'm talking about Latinas in Tech, like what about the guys? So I'd rather have like Tech Latino that's kind of like regardless of gender. Latinos in Tech. Yeah, that sounds legit. Latinos Who Tech. Yeah, I wish there was an easy way to like compare these, right? Latinas in tech, Latinos in tech, Latinos who tech. Who we are. Do you have like a membership count? Can I just see? Yeah. I just want to see like who actually has the biggest impact. We have over 800 members. That's not very big. That's not very big. Latinos in tech. Latinas in tech was like that. Yeah. Folks? What the heck? Why does it say 16,000 plus folks? Where's the chapter cities? Let's see. DC is a chapter city. That's cool. Sao Paulo. Nice. That's cool. Do they got Austin? Yeah, they do. I was gonna say, how they don't got Austin? I'm sure if you like dig into the org, they allow guys in. I'm pretty sure. All right, so maybe I will support it just because it's the biggest, even though I don't really like the gender preference in it. Tech Latino, Latinos, and Information Sciences and Technology Association membership. How many members do you have? They're heavily sponsored. Check this out. Verizon, Aetna. Southern Barter Club. That's cool. Southern Barter Club. Let me see. Tech Latino membership count. Okay, so they got over 8,000 members and 100,000 subscribers. Okay. Now, what if I say Latinas in tech? See, they have a member report. That's something I really like. I like that you have a member report. Nonprofit with humble origins. Oh, dude, please stop saying Latinx. Can you do me a favor and stop saying Latinx? $4K plus Latinx women in tech. Okay. Are there no guys involved? Web. So you got over 5K web members. Actually, this is really good. Yeah, 94% Latinas and then 6% allies. That's really good. So what they're saying is they have over 5,000 members, but over 4,000 of them are women. So that's really good. That's a really high share of women. Oh, I feel mixed about that though, because I'm already supporting girls who code, and I don't want to overdo skipping out on my homies. You know what I mean? This is really cool though. All right, so I'm kind of liking Latinos in tech. Wait, didn't they say 8,000? No, Latinos in tech is too small. It was Tech Latinos? Tech Latino. Over 8,000 members. How many of these are guys, huh? Membership. Do they do a report of like if they're like percent of guys and girls? So Tech Latino membership report. That's what we want. Membership report. I'm not seeing a membership report. Maybe we can just like search like percent female. There's just like a bunch of blog articles. All right, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this. Let's see about Latinos Who Tech. How about this one, huh? It's just like a podcast. All right, so I'm gonna do Latinas in tech. Even though I was trying to go for something that was like gender balanced, but it just seems like the highest quality option. And they actually do a membership report, which is a big deal to me. Okay. So this would be diversity supported, or like yeah, endorsed. Endorsed diversity-oriented communities. One is Girls Who Code. Two is Blacks in Tech. I think it's called Blacks in Tech. I need to check with Lawrence about that. And then here is latinasintech.org. What was the Christians in Tech one? That one was really cool too. Christians in Tech. They even did like an online, no, that's Texas Tech. Christians at Tech, that's like a Texas Tech thing. That's not what I want. There was like a, maybe it's Faith Tech. There was like a, an online conference. Global Tech Community for Christ. I think this is it. Faith Tech. Communities. USA, yep. Did they do a conference? What is labs? Oh, by the way, I'm on YouTube and Twitch, y'all. You get a better view of the screen if you go over there. Just say no. So I'm pretty sure it's Faith Tech, but let's keep looking around. Silicon Valley has a problem with conservatives, but not the political kind. Yep. Close this. Fine. Baked in bias against conservatism. Fine. Yeah, this is still Texas Tech. Christians at Tech. Okay, so I think it's Faith Tech. Let me see, Faith Tech Conference. Faith Tech, Google. Christians at Google. There was like a Christian organization. I thought they did a talk at Google. Christians in Tech Conference. All right, it's gonna be Faith. It's gonna be Faith Tech. If there is another one, it's too obscure. So this is like the big one, isn't it? Cool. All right, cool. Probably put them up top. Girls Who Code. Bing bong. Oh yeah, how do they capitalize it? Girls Who Code. It's like all lowercase or something. Faith Tech, Girls Who Code, Blacks in Tech. And let me look for one Syrian. Code Connector. This is a guy I really respect, and he does something with one of these organizations. I don't know which one it is. Black Tech Twitter, yeah, but that's just a hashtag. It's not an organization, right? Da 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 da. I'm gonna tweet him, but I think it's Blacks in Tech. Hi. I'm not gonna tweet him. I'm gonna message him offline. Hey boy, you going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Hug, hug. I love you.
I love you too. I love you, Dad. Every monster truck.
Every monster truck. Wow. Mwah. Have a good dream. Bye bye.
Daddy, bye bye. That's a story going flash. It was in there yesterday. Yesterday, I saw it in there.
Yep. That's correct. Bye.
Bye.
Blacks in Tech. Blacks in Tech. Blacksintechnology.net. Well, I'm going to recommend that one for now, but we can change it. So blacksintechnology.net. Blacks in Technology. That's confusing because look, it's lowercase bit, but it's all caps, Blacks in Technology. And then this one, it's title case. We'll do it like that. All right, we got Faith Tech, Girls Who Code, Blacks in Technology. Let me double check the Girls Who Code. Do they really just put it all lowercase like that? See? Yeah. Girls Girls Who Code. Girls Who Code. We'll double check Faith Tech. Faith Tech. And Latina. Cool. So it's Faith Tech like this. Faith Tech. And Latinas in Tech. So it's stylized title case with the I's lowercase. Latinas in Tech. Oh no, what just happened? Oh no, what just happened? All right, cool. Next we got Tech Rally. devcrew influencer run communities and companies. It's who else do we have? Matthew M. Young. I don't think he's Matthew M. Young. I don't think he's done anything yet. Not the same guy. Who else? We got Tech Rally. Danny? Does Danny have something? What about Halal Tech? Halal Tech. Halal Tech. Instagram. Halal Tech. Halal Tech BD. Okay, no. So he doesn't have like his own website or anything. Ellis Study has a she has a Discord. I guess message her. Ellis Study. Dang it, I did it again. Oh, there's also related communities at Trek Talk, Code Talk, Dev Talk, CS Talk. I think that's right. Let's put these in alphabetical order. Restaurant and Co. Don Restaurant. That's the other guy. Okay. What's the, is this Twitter? TikTok. He doesn't mention his Twitter or his TikTok. What's the best way to be like, hey Don, let me into your Discord, because he has a Discord. I'll just say each of these people, each of these organizations has an associated, each of these brands has an associated Discord, although you may need to do some social networking to get access. Okay, I think that's fair. Open preview. So Latterly, Tech Rally, Ellis Study, and we can point people to her. Let's point them to their TikTok. Okay. Oh, well, there's her Discord right there. Cool. LS Study, and then Don Restaurant. It's like an Italian restaurant. That's awesome. Don Restaurant, TikTok. This is definitely the wrong place, but Restaurant. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Don Restaurone. I think his real name is like Shoshke or something. So I don't know where this Don Restaurante. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I need check out datos de tacos. It's not de tacos. It's not de tacos. Is it really? Latinx women who code. Okay, cool. Is it really dados de tacos? Because come on, that's freaking hilarious. Like tacos, huh? Datos de tacos. Datos de tacos. Tacos de datos? Should you put it backwards? Tacos de datos. I don't know. Hey, Vesty, no worries. It is de tacos. Sergio is an amazing creator, but it's all in Spanish. Okay. Hey, John, thank you so much for doing this. All these YouTube videos are confusing, but this seems more structured and stable. Cool. Hey, Joseph, I'm just seeing the comment now. So if you have any question, Joseph, please ask. I'll take an L for that. I was not paying attention to the chat. Sorry about that. Okay. Datos de tacos. Where is this place? I don't know. Oh, this? Tacos de datos. This is the one, huh? This is the one, I think. They have a good amount of followers. Cool. I'll keep an eye on this. At the moment, I should have paid attention earlier. At the moment, I put it backwards. You get the point. Yeah, I do. At the moment, I don't want to put 2. I like that it's kind of balanced right now. But that one is more data. I'll think about it. devcrew can definitely endorse it. Because devcrew also includes like some data stuff. Currently, my laterally is not really data related currently. But maybe that can change in the future. We'll see. This looks nice. Thank you so much. Okay. I think this is good. Laterally, Tech Rally, Ellis Study, Dawn Restaurant. I may be missing a couple. I'm not sure. So this feels good for now. We have the Endorsed Communities. We have the devcrew community, devcrew influencers, Free Code Camp community, Endorsed Diversity-Oriented Communities, and devcrew influencer run communities. Let me check this one more time. Is there discords on this? Is there discords on this? No. Maybe later we'll put discords on this. I think it's good for now. Cosmic Zig has there's one from Luca, but I don't really know if Luca is really in the devcrew. I mean, he's totally welcome, but yeah, Luca. Like, he's not there for now. Ooh, James Quick. Yeah, B. Dougie and James Quick, also them. No, not B. Dougie, because he never accepted the thing. James Quick. Planet Scale. James Quick. This guy. So but where's his Twitter? James Quick Twitter. Yeah. This is James Quick. I don't know if, yeah, Discord motto. So I'll put him like this. Cool. James, I guess he goes by James Q Quick. I think this is good. I think this is good, y'all. So let's do the commit. Also under the README, external resources. Want to mention the endorsed communities. Cool. I also want to put the leak code patterns tool. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream because I can't remember it, but it's in my comments. So I'll do that separately. Starboi, finding a mentor, and then the algo prep thing. We need to do that in the future. So Starboi is the other one that I can mention for now. Starboi and the endorsed communities are arguably not external resources. External. I'll make a new section here. I'll call this interview prep stack. Interview prep stack. Okay. Interview prep stack. Okay. So interview prep stack, we have one is the laterally curriculum, specifically the job search specifically part 2, the job search. All right, cool. Laterally curriculum, okay, and then 2 is Starboi, a star SOAR method anecdote organizer. Starboi for behavioral interview prep. Endorsed Communities. Dang, did it again. How do I keep doing that? Okay, so the laterally curriculum, Starboi, Endorsed Communities, Algo Prep. Let's say the laterally curriculum here. External Okay, the laterally curriculum, in particular the job search section, the external resources section, Starboi for behavioral interview prep, Endorsed Communities for social help. Okay, I think that's good. Let's get a link to Starboi. And then in the external resources, Overview of the front end path. Overview. When I repeat a section, how to identify. Yeah, I just repeat it. So for external interview prep, see, I like interviewing.io. It's probably my favorite. Rooftop slushy is a thing that can be helpful. External interview prep, career advice, and all. Interview cake. Is it called interview cake? Yeah, interview cake. Let's say external interview prep. Interviewing.io. Does Interviewing Cake, do they do data structures? Full course. Algorithmic thinking, big owner. Yeah, so they do data structures and algorithms. Okay. Yeah, so they're kind of in the same boat with okay, so I should split this into offer value, offer research, career advice, and offer research. That's its own thing. So goodbye rooftop slushy, goodbye levels.fyi. Okay, so this is levels.fyi. Rooftop slushy. All right. Levels.fyi rooftop slushy is for career advice and offer research. And then this one is interview prep. So one is interviewing.io, interview cake. 3 is algo expert. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay, and similar. Algo expert, systems expert, and their family of products. You know what? I'm not going to recommend the whole family because I don't like their Python one, but I'll do Algo expert and systems expert. So this is one I don't know how good it is. Front end expert? Yeah, front end expert. I don't know. I don't know if I should recommend that one or not. Ooh, that's cool. So for now, I'm just going to recommend the two that I like, Algo expert and systems expert. All right, cool. Interviewing.io, interview cake, and Algo expert for interview prep. LGTM. Good by Algo expert. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I think that covers it. Interviewing.io, interview cake, Algo expert. Sweet. All right, y'all, thanks for tuning in. That's going to do it for the stream. And this code will be committed and pushed within the next 20 minutes. I'm going to end the stream, double check. I have a note on my phone, but I haven't been able to use my phone. I'm going to double check that. It has a link. That's going to be one more external resource. And then I'll push it. Thanks for tuning in.